Hey dolls, it's me, JB, and it is time for a little girl chat. And I am still wearing the same outfit I was wearing in another video because the allergies are setting in, and I was getting ready to be like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to film this tomorrow, but I realized that when it comes to these allergies and me, a day may make a huge difference. So I was like, you know what? I'm already set up right here. I'm just going to go ahead and do the thing. So, um, I've actually been researching something, and sorry if I scratch my nose or whatever. It's the struggle is real with these allergies. I'm like, oh, it's driving me nuts. I've been doing this research on something that I've had a couple of people ask me about, but it's not a service that I can offer, and so I've been slow to research it because it's not something I can do, but it's becoming more and more popular. And it's when you do Brazilian waxes or any kind of bikini waxes, anything that has to do with the vagina, you get asked questions about the vagina. Like, I'm like, I don't know everything there is to know about the vagina. Like, I don't know a lot, but not everything. So I get asked these questions. So I've been asked a lot about the vaginal rejuvenation. And so I started looking into it because I was just like, okay, so what are the benefits? What does this do? What is everything? I think I'm gonna end up doing a separate video on them because there's a bunch of different. Well, there's like about I think there's about 4 different treatments that you could have, but there's a lot to it. My understanding of what I've researched so far, this is only done in a med spa. It doesn't like it has to be done by a doctor, but it has to be done under a doctor's supervision. Do not quote me on that. I'm looking that up. So if you just went to just your typical spa, they should not be rejuvenating your vagina. So get up and run, kind of thing. But I'm gonna look into that a little bit deeper. But from what I can tell so far, it's med spa things, doctor supervision, this and that and the other, this and that and the other. So the thing that it's really interesting because there's a bunch of different things you can do. It looks like the downtime on them are not all that much, and it for some women this could be really really good. It will help depending on which treatment you get. It will help to the muscular tone of the vaginal wall. It also helps to treat vaginal dryness and reoccurring infections, which I would like, I wonder how that works. So that's what I'm digging into, like, how does that exactly work? It also helps with incontinence and postmenopause GSM. So it seems like there's a lot of benefits to having some of these services done if these are things you're having issues with. Because when you first hear the terminology, when you first hear it, you're like, oh, somebody's just trying to tighten their vagina. But there's just really a lot more to it than that. So I think I'm going to do a whole separate video on it because it's something that everyone all of a sudden is like asking me. I'm like, I don't know. So I have actually learned a lot. I don't want to speak too much on it because I have not researched all the different services. So I'm going to do that a little bit more. I think I'm going to do a whole nother separate video on that. But it's random, and so I thought I would randomly throw it into this video because that's about what I do. So anyway, besides that, I am pretty much moved in. Still not as neat as I would like things to be. This is actually not where I plan on filming this. I plan on filming it over there. But then I had to get a tripod, and I already had this set up here, and I was like, it was just a lot of trouble. And then so I said, forget it. And so that's all going well. I think besides the fact that, and I don't know if y'all have noticed this or not, and it's really starting to really tick me off. I'm like, Amazon, get it together, get it together. I have noticed that recently, like, you used to be able to really be able to trust Amazon. Like, they checked out the people who were selling things through Amazon. But lately, I'm discovering that the shops are being set up and everything, and they are taking your money and not sending you your products or whatever it is that you order. Because it has to be products. Yeah, products. It's almost making it like if you don't get it fulfilled through Amazon, you take a really good chance of not getting it. But then the Amazon price is so much higher on a lot of them. So I had ordered some new. So I wanted a new couch, but that was not in the budget. So I decided I'm going to do a slip cover because you see these slip covers. So I got these slip covers. Actually, love the slip covers. Then I was going to replace the pillows. Well, that's like $1,000,000,000,000. Like, why are pillows so freaking expensive? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, why are they so expensive? I don't get it. So then I thought, you know what? Screw it. I already have the pillows. I'll get pillowcases. It'll be cheaper to do pillowcases. We'll do it this way. So I ordered the pillowcases, and of course, didn't get it. The lady was even coming, like, going back and forth with me, like answering my questions and stuff. Even though, was answering my, even though sorry, I'm fuzzy. She was answering my questions, even though she hadn't signed anything and wasn't planning on sending anything. I'm sure. So anyway, I ended up getting my money back from Amazon, but still now I got to get the pillowcases. So I'm like, ugh. So that's like the big thing that's missing, except for the fact that, so I downsized. I had a 2-bedroom, then my in-between stage, and then now I'm in a 1-bedroom. And so I'm used to having all of this stuff somewhere else. And now all of this stuff is with me. So I discovered there was no room for my kitchen table. So then I discovered, who needs a kitchen table? I mean, it's not really that important. I have a bar and bar stools, and who needs a kitchen table? So right now we're doing it without a kitchen table. I did have a friend who came over the other day, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. Where's your kitchen table?" I was like, "Yeah, we don't even need a kitchen table. We don't even need a kitchen table." And actually, to be honest with y'all, there's room over there for a kitchen table, but I just was like, yeah, I just rather not care about that at this particular moment in my life. In a couple of months, maybe I'll care again. But anyway, it is what it is. So I'm not particularly feeling Amazon right now, which sucks. It's like, even if they have a pretty good rating, sometimes it's like you're only really guaranteed anything if you order through Amazon, and their prices are, to me, always seem to be higher. So I'm like, tag freaking nabbit, Amazon. Like, come on. So it is what it is. I mean, I've ordered still a few things from Amazon since that, but I've had 3 orders that this has happened on. And I will admit, Amazon is very, very quick to reimburse your money, which is great. It's just a lot of wasted time when, like, I'm like, okay, I want to finish off the living room, and now I have to find them through someone else, and I'm leery to order them now. I'm like, I may need to actually just go and find pillowcases out somewhere. So that's my whole thing. Update on the house. Minimalizing is not going too terribly great right now, because it seems like it should be going better because I have no place for anything. But then I'm like, am I trying to get rid of that because I don't have a place for it? Or do I really not need it? So that's the kind of stage that I'm in. I'm in that funny little, do I really need that? Or am I not thinking I need it because I don't have a place for it? So I'm trying to kind of maneuver through that, however you maneuver through that, because only part of my life is minimalist. Because if I giggle when I say that, because in front of me is my makeup station, and the tower's over here with makeup, and stuff over here with makeup, and so I giggle because if you were to look at this part of my life, it is not minimalist, but it's also my work. So, you know, it's like, some people probably would not consider me a minimalist, but I consider myself a minimalist. I just keep what gives me joy, and makeup gives me lots of joy. I would actually probably give away most of my clothes before I did my makeup. So I can wear the same outfit over and over if I could have different makeup styles. And lashes. Lots of lashes. So that's kind of where I am with that. So I don't know if anyone else has had this problem with this or not, but I feel like my Netflix and my Hulu, more my Netflix than my Hulu is very judgmental. Like I'll be watching a show, you know, chilling, and then all of a sudden this little message will pop up, are you still watching? Why is Netflix so freaking judgmental? Like, yes, I understand that I've been sitting here for 4 hours watching this show, but quit judging me. Quit judging me. Like, I don't judge you, Netflix, that you have all these shows that are available. So why are you judging me because I'm in hour 5 of watching Game of Thrones? I actually don't watch Game of Thrones on Netflix. I watch it on Hulu. But it does it there too. So I had to rewatch the last season because I know I'm not the only person who does this, so I can say this. So, like, I get my HBO account. I got it just for the Game of Thrones time. Then I turned it off because there's nothing really else on HBO besides Game of Thrones. I tried to see, like, maybe I should keep it. And I was looking at different stuff. There's nothing. So, I mean, I know I'm not the only person who does it, and I don't feel bad about it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not bothered. I don't feel bad about it. So, but anyway, I had to rewatch the whole season again because, like, the last episode of the season ended. And I won't say anything. I'm not going to spoil anything. The last episode of the season ended, and then, like, I had, like, 4 days, and then I would have to renew it. So I canceled it, and then I binged watched that last season one more time so that I could rewatch it before. But yeah, so I'm like, Hulu does. I didn't realize that Hulu did it until I did that. But Hulu does it too, where it's like, I think Hulu says, are you still watching? And Netflix is like, are you there? And I'm like, listen, I pay for you. Don't be sitting there all judgy, talking about why you've been watching this show for the last 4 or 5 hours. See, that's just rude. And I shouldn't have to be judged in my own home. And you're judging me and that's just rude. That's just unnecessarily rude. But I know I cannot be the only person that freaking happens to. And it makes me mad. Not mad enough to stop watching the show because I've realized I've been watching it for 4 hours. But just mad enough that when I push that button to say yes, that I'm like, do it with an attitude. Like, So, it is what it is. So, I think that I have been as random as I can be for this day. But be on the lookout for that video because I do plan on, and now I'm putting myself on a time schedule to hurry up and get it done. But I do plan on doing that video because, one, if clients are asking me, then it's something that's important. And two, I'm very interested in what are the benefits. And I'm also looking into side effects because, as you know, things that you have done to your body a lot of times have side effects. No matter what it is, there's some type of side effects. And you have to weigh what you're going to gain against the side effects of that. And so I'm trying to research it as thoroughly as possible and give out the information because I'm not going to make any money off of it. It's not a service that I would, unless I go to work for a doctor, it's not a service that I would ever be able to offer underneath my license. So it's not something that I'm going to gain or lose anything about, but it is something that I'm like, I'm interested in. If it does some of the things that it says it does, I know that this will be great for a lot of women. And if it's not a really long downtime and no bad side effects, this could be a solution for quite a few women who have issues. I mean, we all got issues, whether it's there or somewhere else. So we all have issues in that area. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for it. I'm gonna dig a wee bit different. Yeah, deeper. I'm going to dig a little bit deeper and just try to present the facts just straight without any biased opinion. I really don't have an opinion. I mean, I do makeup for a living and I wax vaginas. So I don't judge. I am very unjudgy about what you decide that you want to do with your own body. So I'm kind of like, well, if it makes you happy, go right ahead. And you're not harming anybody else. It's your body. And the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, we all have to live with ourselves and our bodies and be comfortable in the skin that we're in. So I hope you all are having a wonderful Friday. And until next time, stay gorgeous.